Okay, so what next we're going to do this one. Class 9 Maths, Test 13.5. Okay, this will include exercise 13.5. This question 7, 8, 9B. Okay, so let's start with B8. So B8. Okay, let me read the question for us. B8. B7, sorry. Start with B7. Okay, so either B7. Let me read 7. A go down measures 40 meter into 25 meter into 15 meter. Okay, so let us draw that. So there is a go down, and there is a room only, so it will be surely a cuboid. So this represents the go down. Length is clearly 40 meter into 25 into 15, so breadth is 25 and this is 15 meter tall or height. Then next sentence. Find the maximum number of wooden crates, each measuring 1.5 meter into 1.25 meter into 0.5 meter. So flat wooden crates are there, flat ones. So this is the wooden crate. The dimension is clearly mentioned as 1.5 meter long, 1.25 meter like this, and the thickness is 0.5 meter, 1.5, 1.25. So here, as we read the question, very clear to us, dimensions of the go down, which is in cuboidal shape. Here, capital L 40 meter, this will represent your length, and B 25 meter, which is will represent the breadth, BRE DTH, and then H 15 meter, this will represent the height. Okay, height. So here, and here dimensions of each wooden crate. Each wooden crate, here small l is equal to 1.5 meter, is the length of the wooden crate. B here 1.25 meter is the breadth of the wooden crate, and small h 0.5 meter is the height. Better mention it as thickness because it's so flat that thickness would be a better word. It's the same, thickness and height mean the same thing here. With these dimensions, the question is saying how many of this crate size, how many numbers can go. So for that we just write here, therefore required numbers of crates, that is maximum that can go inside, maximum will be simply given by the formula volume of the go down, right? Go down divided by volume of each wooden crate, or you can write in short simply as crate. Okay, just a matter of solving it, so just do it patiently. Here volume of a go down means the shape is cuboid, so it will be the formula for volume of a cuboid, LBH capital. Now wooden crate also cuboid, also small LBH, that of the same formula as volume of a cuboid. So here now L is 40 into here 25 into 15, I think, meter cube, and then below is 1.5 into 1.25 into 0.5, and volume is 3 dimensions, so meter cube, so these two can cancel. You can check it out here with 40 here, 25, 15. So all that, just putting the values in the right places. Here we just write once more 40 into 25 into 15, and here 1.5 into 1.25 into 0.5. Now we know that when we have decimals in the denominator, the best way to solve is to remove them first, right? So decimal means the digits on the right of point. So on the right is 5 for 1 digit, here 2 digit, 2, 5. Let us count how many digits are there in the decimal places. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So in order to remove them, we have to multiply by 4 zeros. Because when you multiply by zeros, decimals shift to the right and get removed. You know, when you divide, then it moves left, but when it moves right, it will be removed, right? Whatever number you put up here also. 10,000 down, so up here also, same thing. 10,000. Oh, why? Because we have to maintain the property of multiplying by 1. 10,000 by 10,000 is 1. No? Number divided by itself, so that this equal sign is maintained, doesn't become not equal, right? Now the numerator, there is no problem. You can just write the same thing, 40 into 25 into 15 into 10,000. Then use this 0 first to remove, shift this to the right side. 1 behind 5 means no more decimal. There are 2 places, so use the next 2 zeros. 1, 2, it comes here, so no more decimal. And then the last 0, you use it here to shift, so it will become 0.5 will become simply 5 with no decimal. So all the decimals have been removed by these 4 zeros in the denominator. So we can now cancel this 15 and 15, and then 5 5s are 25 if you like, 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, 2 in hand, 25, 5 5s are 25, 5 5s are 25, and 5 8s are 40, right? Then here 5 is going once more, 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10 up to here. So 1, 2, 3 zeros at the back of 2, so 2000. 8 2s are 16, then 1, 2, 3 zeros. So 16,000, these crates can go inside this. That's the answer, right? Next, B8. Let's go to B8. Okay, let me read the question for us. A solid cube of size 12 cm is cut into 8 cubes of equal volumes. So let us draw the diagram. So there is a solid cube, means everything inside is filled with substance. There is no hollow, it's not hollow on the inside, but filled with, the whole material is filled, okay, solid. Now this one was cut into small cubes. The dimension is 12, so H means the nature of the cube is L, B, and H are all same value, 12, 12, 12. Now this is cut into 8 small cubes, so 1, let us imagine, and then 2, let us imagine, then 3, let us imagine, then 4, let us imagine again. Likewise, just draw 8 of them here. 5, 6, 7, and then 8 finally. So all are of equal volumes. Question says this. So this big one has been cut into this 8 without any wastage. We are supposed to take that way. Let us say the age of this small cube, each of them is A. The same will be for all the 8 of them. So here, as we read question very clearly, let us denote A capital 12 centimeter is the edge of the big, let us say big solid cube. Let us just say like that. Then let us assume that small a equal to question mark be the edge, okay, be the edge of each cut small new cube, or simply new cube also there will be enough. Now the first sentence of the question is saying this, so let us look into your textbook. Since the big single cube, the big solid cube, which is of h 12 centimeter, is cut into, according to the text, cut into 8 cubes of equal volumes. 8, you can just mention 8 new cubes or small cubes of equal volumes. So the textbook is saying this, the question is saying this rather. So we can assume here, common sense, I think we'll understand ourselves, sum of volumes of the 8 new cubes, which are solid in fact themselves, will be exactly equal to volume of the big solid cube, or big cube. That also is enough. So that means these 8 volumes put together on the left side equal to this on the right side, volume of the big cube. So we'll proceed. Now on the left side, that is sum of volumes of the 8 single cube, means each of these cube h is a. So you know from our beginning of chapter, the volume of a cube is h cube, a small a cube, therefore plus a cube, like that 8 times. So instead of writing like that, a cube plus a cube is 2a cube. So there will be 8 means 8a cube. So you write here sum of the volumes of the 8 small cube is 8 small a cube. This is the volume of the big cube is h is capital, so a cube. The next year 8 a cube will be 12 into 12 into 12 and centimeter cube, because it's volume 3-dimensional, right? Now it's a matter of just shifting, keeping this a cube and writing this 12 into 12 into 12, same thing, and then shifting this 8 and it will go down, right? So 2 4s are 8, 2 6s are 12, then 2 2s are 4 and 2 6s are 12, 2 1s are 2 and 2 6s are 12. Let us say to cancel like that. I like to cancel it because it makes it slightly easier in the next step. Otherwise also you can cancel it the way you like it. The answer will come out anyway. So a and cube root cancel means cube removed means cube root will come on the right side into 6 into 6 into 6 here. Triplets are there, centimeter cube. Make sure the root sign covers everything. Now while you do this, you have to be careful to avoid this mistake. Okay, here if you write like this, this is wrong because this is 3 into square root. If you are intending to write cube root, then 3 should go inside the curve. This is the correct way of writing. So keep that in mind, okay? So next, now under cube root, triplet of the same number will come out as single. Triplet unit centimeter cube will come out as single. So the first answer is h of, question is saying, what will be the side of each new cube? H means side only, h of each new cube, okay? H of each new cube, which is a, is equal to 6 centimeter. The first answer, 6 centimeter, okay? So 6 centimeter. Then another thing the question is asking is 1 ratio. So we just put it as required ratio. Now let us see what is the ratio they're asking. Last sentence of the textbook. Also find the ratio between their surface areas. That means ratio means divisions of surface area of the big cube by surface area of each new cube. The question is using the word new, so I'm just putting it like that. Now they apply the formula of surface area of a cube, and you know this is 6a square. That's the formula in the beginning of chapter we discussed. And surface area of each new cube will be small 1, small a cube. 6 cancel, so here we get a cube means a square means, so not cube, sorry, here's mistake, a squares. Surface area is 6a square, sorry. 12 into 12, and so double means centimeter square square. There's small a is here, 6, so 6 into 6 centimeter square because it is square. So here's centimeter square cancel. 6 1s are 6, 6 2s are 12, then 6 1s are 6, 6 2s are 12. So your answer will be numerator 2 2s are 4 is 2, 1 1s are 1. So this is just a ratio from double dot means divided by. Okay, 4 is to 1 we call it as. So that is your answer. Finally, one more question. B9. Okay, so that will conclude the portion for this test. Let's write on question B9. Let me read the question for us. A river 3 meter deep and 40 meter wide. Remember, they're in meters, meter deep and 40 meter wide, is flowing at a rate of 2 km per hour. Let us deal with that rate first. Here, clearly, the rate of the flow of water. Rate of flow means the water in the river is 2 km per hour means divided by r. H or HR you can put. Now, clearly, it started with 40 meter deep and 3 meter deep and 40 meter wide. So, we need to change this kilometer to meter. For that, you need to remember this. So, write it down. Once you get it, you don't need to write this in exam, okay, kilometer, but you have to keep in memory. Hectometer, listen carefully, decameter, meter, decimeter, centimeter, and millimeter. So this is used for converting length from one form of unit to another, okay. Conversion factor is 10. Now, what do I mean by that? It means 1 kilometer is 10 hectometer, 1 hectometer is 10 decameter. It goes like that as you go from bigger unit to smaller unit. Among these, kilometer is the biggest unit. Then hectometer is smaller than kilometer. Decameter is smaller than hectometer. So millimeter is the smallest among the lot here, right? So when you change big unit to small unit, meaning suppose we want to change this kilometer to meter, now you're changing the big kilometer to small unit meter. Such cases you need to multiply. Okay. Then if you change small to big unit, remember this. That means you're changing centimeter to meter, let us say, and smaller unit centimeter to bigger meter. Then we need to divide. So we need to keep that in mind. Okay, so that is the one. Now, if you move from that side, smaller to bigger, it will read 1 millimeter is 1 by 10 centimeter. 1 centimeter is 1 by 10 decimeter. It goes like that. So each movement is 10. That's why I said conversion factor is 10. Now there is another unit you are more familiar with, that is your time. That is 1 hour is 60 minutes, you know that, and 1 minute is 60 seconds. So the conversion factor here is 60. Same as this, if you're changing hour to minute, big to small, multiply. Second to minute, small to big, then divide. Like that we go. Okay. So let us apply that. So that will be equal to, you want to change this kilometer here to meter. So how many places have you moved? Don't count the first one. 10, 10, 10. So 310 means 3 zeros. So that is 1000. So 1000 into 2 is 2000. Then what happens is kilometer gets removed and you put meter. Then you multiply because you're changing big to small. Similarly, here no number means 1 hour. So 1, you want to change to minute. Because the last sentence of the question, look there. How much water will fall into the sea in a minute? So they're asking in terms of minute. So we need to change this hour to minute. So if you want to do that, 1 hour to minute means 1 place. So multiply by 160. Then this hour will no longer be there. The new time unit, minute will come in. So that's how we convert units, okay? So we need to keep this thoroughly in our memory, okay? So here 0, 0, and 2 3s are 6, and 2, 1, 2 into 100, 200. So this is the rate of water flowing in this river is 100 divided by 3 meter per minute. 100 divided by 3 meter per minute. If you like to not disturb yourself, then maybe slightly write it up. Okay. Now, what does this mean? 100 meter per minute means it is flowing a length of a distance of 100 meter in 1 minute. So that we are given to give. That means the river. The first part of the question, 3 meter deep. So the depth is there. 3 meter deep and 40 meter wide. And 40 meter wide. So the width is also there. Flows a length, means a distance or length of 100 divided by 3 meter in a minute. In 1 minute, it flows this much. So we can see that the shape of the flow of water is 3 meter deep, 40 meter wide, and 100 by 3 meter long length means length, width means breadth, and deep means height. Length, breadth, and height is there means the shape of water flowing in 1 minute is cuboidal, right? So we can write here, in other words, that is the shape of water, or the shape of water is flowing in a minute. This is what we're interested in 1 minute is cuboid. So if it is cuboid, we mean to say, we can draw the diagram. In 1 minute, the shape of water that is flowing, this much water is flowing, and the shape is cuboid. A distance of 100 by 3 meter, and width 40 meter, and the depth is 3 meter. So this is the shape of the water that is flowing in 1 minute in the river, right? So we can write here, so now it's simply cuboid means you can write L equal to 100 by 3 meter, the length, then B equal to 40 meter, the width, and H equal to 3 meter, the depth of the river water flowing in 1 minute. So if it is LBH, then you can say volume of water that flows in 1 minute. Okay, in 1 minute will be this This is the one, so that is cuboidal shape, LBH. So that will be L is 100 by 3 into B is 40 into H is 3 and volume meter cube. So these 3 cancel. So we have here 4000 meter cubes. So our answer is finally, that is in textbook form, then you can write here 4000 meter cube of how much water will fall. Water will fall into the sea. I think that's what the textbook is using, into the sea in a minute. That's your answer. In a minute. So that concludes your part 4. Test 13.5. Yes, this is test 13.5C. Sorry, I forgot to put in the beginning. C, okay, so C. So now you can go ahead and take the test. This test will have 3 similar questions, identical. Everything is identical except number may be slightly changed. For example, here 2 km/h. In that test question may be 2.5 km/h. Other than that, it's not twisted. You can compare what you have written with your video right now on your note and with the question paper of the test and compare and do. So it's more practice that will help you during exam than a pure test. So you need not be afraid. You will enjoy, right, if you do that. Okay, that's the part for this test.